Alright, let's see how long it would take to go home. This determines whether I decide to sleep in the car now. 31 minutes! Woo! Woo! Yeah, okay, it gets, It gave me a notice that this is 17 minutes faster than another way. Well then. Hummina. I feel good. I'm feeling pretty good because it's only going to take half an hour to get home. And I turned all the volume down. Okay, hold on. I need to sound off. Sound off. I mean, not sound off as in roll call. I mean, sound off as in I'm turning the directions off. So, once again, I don't spread my address over the internet like I spread my words all over the internet. Well, I have to, before I start driving, this doesn't really matter to you because, frankly, it doesn't affect you. But I have... Okay, sorry, it cut off real quick because an alarm went off that should have went off 9 minutes ago. Well, it did go off 9 minutes ago, I just thought it wouldn't go off right now, but it did, so I'm cut off. Anyways, sorry for that loud spike for those wearing headphones. It is my duty, well, not my duty, I don't really know why I do this podcast other than it's kind of fun. It keeps me less... I don't know. It's a good question. I should perhaps ask someone in philosophy why I do this podcast. Maybe I should ask... a teacher at my high school. Crap. I said her name. Hold on. I gotta go back and fix that. Alright, it's fixed. Literally the most entertaining part of... one of the most entertaining... Sorry, let me try that again. One of the most entertaining parts about doing those edits is that I just find them so ducking hilarious. Ha! Take that, swear words. Shit. Damn it. Take that, swear words. I didn't curse. And then I did curse twice. Anyways. So, it's gonna take me 28 minutes to get home. Woo, woo! Woo, woo! That's kind of like, did I miss anything? I'm kind of thirsty, but I don't have any water. I do have soylent, but that thing is like... Soylent is cool, but, I'll get to soylent in a moment. I have to keep remembering to do my intros, because I keep forgetting to do intros. But, because I kind of like the cold open, and then getting into the intro, and whatever, so, Welcome to Jake Talks. It is Jake Talks. It is a beautiful night on, February? No, it's not February yet. February is my favorite month, by the way. January 30th, 2017. It is 7:43. By the time you guys will be listening to this, it'll probably be like, I'm guessing 11 o'clock or maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. It really depends who you are. Because there's such a wide range of you. All 7. I really don't know. I don't keep count because it's kind of depressing. Well, it's not depressing. Because I kind of do this for myself, although I'll get back to Soylent in a moment. It's kind of cool. I like doing this. I like, I don't know, if people need a rambling, insane, sleep-deprived person to, listen to, and, I would like to provide that service. I don't really listen to other podcasts, so I don't really know what's out there. I tried listening to... I gotta get back to Soylent. I'll get back to Soylent in a moment, I promise. For those riveting for wanting to hear about Soylent. But, there's this one called... it's called, like, Nightingale? Night Vale? And I listened to one podcast, and it was... It's about a fictional town. Apparently it's hilarious, but... I don't know. I've only listened to one, and it was just weird, so I didn't listen to it anymore. Also, that was, like, in 9th grade, which is a pretty long time ago. So, I didn't really listen to other podcasts. I did listen to Contrabase Conversations for a while, and I learned some stuff from listening from one podcast. I can imagine, like, the information I could take in from listening to it constantly, but, like, I love playing bass, and I love every aspect of the bass, but like listening to people talk about the bass is sometimes just a bit dry. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome listening to these people talk about contrabass, but I kind of rather be playing it or listening to it or make my own podcast. rather than listening to cause-based conversation. I would recommend anyone, even if you don't play bass, listen to cause-based conversation. Actually, it's pretty drab. It's even more drab for people who don't play bass. Because, it's literally all about bass and talking to bassists and stuff. And, there's a lot more out there that I don't really know. I consider myself an okay bass player. I mean, mostly because I know one other pretty good bass player on the same level. And I know no other double bass players other than the ones that go to the feeder middle school of the high school of the high school I go to. I mean, did I just pass the road? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, and that's all I know. I have nothing else to compare myself to. So I really like going to, deciding what colleges I want to go to. I have no idea, how good I might be compared to others, at all. I should really apply for some music some music art scholarships, but I don't have a piece to play because, I don't know. So I'm kind of hoping for the best. Probably going too fast right now. My friend, shout out to my friend who plays trumpet and tuba, or, she says she plays tuba, but, oh yeah, Sam, I can say her name, I've already said her first name. Shout out to Sam who plays trumpet and tuba. Getting her, I hope she got her solo done, I'm not sure, I didn't ask about it, and maybe I shouldn't ask about it anymore, but, go Sam, doing more than I've been doing. This guy's tailgating me. Slow down, you fool. Well, I should slow down too. Still, I'm not tailgating. At least I'm not tailgating someone. Seriously, brah. Slow your roll, you chimichanga. This dickwad in a VW keeps following me. Well, I mean, there's not really anywhere to turn off, so of course he's following me, but he's following me pretty close. Closer than I would like him to follow. Maybe it's a her. I don't know. Men and women are equal dicks. For the love of God! Alright, so enough about other podcasts, because you shouldn't be listening to other podcasts. The only podcast you should be listening to is mine. I'm kidding. Seriously, what is your... No, it's a woman. It's a blonde-haired woman. She's not even looking at the road. She's looking at whatever the hell is on her Apple screen, I'm guessing. Ah! And it's only I was really looking for a really nice drive home. Why do you have to ruin it? Well, it's not really ruining it. I'm worried about getting rear-ended. But if I get rear-ended, it's not my fault. It's the person behind me whose fault it is, which is nice. Sorry, it's weird. I kind of get twitches sometimes, but they're not really twitches, because I know someone who has a twitch, and it's like a twitch. It's like they stop, look down, and then back up. Just moments of a twitch. But it's sometimes you get, I guess it's chills, the best way I can explain it. You just goes chills, and I'm just that one was intentional, not a accidental chill. It's kind of weird, because I get up, and I just need to shake my neck. I got one there. I'm not exactly sure why I got the one, but maybe because I'm talking about it. I don't know. But enough about podcasts. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, I was going to talk about soylent. This is a narrow passageway. Oh, I got a narrow car, so it doesn't really matter. Why are you running across your You are a crockpot of insanity. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to use that in a poem. You're a crockpot of insanity. Maybe I could extend the metaphor some more, but that I am copywriting. I guess you guys can use it if you want. Just you have to give all the rights to me. If I see you use that in a sentence, you're giving me all your money. Or not. I don't know. I'm kind of tired. Probably wouldn't have the energy to do it. Well, at least the person behind me isn't tailgating me. Should put on cruise control. Cruise control is really nice. I went So the range of this electric car is about 100 miles, 110 miles at best. And I had to do an 80-mile round trip from where I lived to Simi Valley. That's really, it's an 80-mile round trip, and it's like you can only really do freeways. And so, like, for those that don't know, electric cars, a lot of energy is used. Finally, this person is getting out from behind me. Well, go suck a cock. Or unless she's lesbian, then that would probably be unpleasant. I honestly think sucking cocks is just really unpleasant. I mean, seriously. I can barely eat a banana without gagging. Anyway. Okay, that was weird. But okay. This is why I do not send the podcast to people that I kind of like. Well, no, I mean, like, I'm not going to get into that. I was talking about Soylent. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about before that. Oh yeah, cruise control. So it was an 80. I'll get to Soylent eventually. So it was an 80-mile round trip, right? And it's far. Gotta take like the 101 or the 405, and it's pretty. So I was like driving. I usually limit to myself to about 10 miles per hour above the speed limit, 15 at most. I barely go higher, but like I was trying to conserve energy because driving at freeway speeds takes up a lot of energy. Like I drain, a 10-mile whatever. It's like a kind of it's like a 40-mile round trip. Oh, I'm going way too slow. It's like a 40-mile round trip. I'm not really sure. I gotta check that. Hold on. It's like a 30-mile round trip from where I live to my school. But I take the freeways, and 30-mile round trip should be usually 100 miles, so it's about 30% of the battery. But usually when I get home, I've taken like 50% of the battery because, just going fast on the freeways just takes up a lot of energy. I love the juice power. So 80 miles, like I was driving the speed limit, and like it's slow. Like it looks like I was traveling backwards because so many cars were passing me. As a motorcycle passing me right now, like it honestly. I'm gonna try to move the mic so I'm trying to get better. You can hear me better if you want to hear me better. Well, if you're listening, shit, there's a sheriff. Shit, there's a sheriff. Shit, there's a sheriff. I'm gonna put my phone down. Sheriffs give me anxiety, or just policemen in general. They just give me anxiety because I always feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I'm probably not. Because I always think that I'm forgetting part of the law. Whenever I see a sheriff, I'm like so like anxious right now. I'm not like that anxious. Like I have worse anxiously, but like just having a person. I just flipped my phone over so that the light is down. Sorry if the sound quality got worse. I'm just looking at that. I can think of it right now. So I'm gonna try to relax myself and talk about the 30-mile round trip. So yeah, I'm about half the battery because 20% more, and so 80-mile round trip. Like one time, me and my friend Daniel. We were with my friend Michael, and a friend Mina, and we went from my high school to In-N-Out back to the high school, and that drained like the battery to 25%, and like we were driving home, and like we were at 0%, and I wasn't even home yet. Like we were still, I was supposed to drop him off, but we weren't close. We were still like 10 miles from where he lives and like 5 miles from where I live, and it said like the battery said 0%, so we had to park in a parking garage. And I was like, Mom, it was like late, it was like 12. I was like, Mom, can you bring the portable charger, because like, I was like, because so we had to use one of the outlets in the wall, which luckily for some reason the outlets in the parking structure work. It's beyond me why there's outlets, but it worked. So yeah, so that was interesting. So I was a little scared. So luckily, 80-mile round trip, should about 20% left or whatever. So when I got home, I had about 10% left, which is quite nice. I was driving the speed limit, and I had cruise control on, and like it took an hour and change, even though it should have only taken like 45 minutes maybe. So, I mean, luckily I got home, all was well. All's well that ends well. That's my, that should be my, alias. All's well that ends well. I don't know. So yeah. So, it was just like, kind of like driving 55 miles per hour. And like, it seriously looked like I was going backwards because there was cars passing me every which way. Like, it just sucked. And then I had to take, like, on the way back, I had to take, like, surface streets. I passed by my friend Sam's house. I don't know if she knew this. I didn't tell her. But I passed by my friend Sam and Tommy's house because I was worried that I would be stuck. So I chose the route that went by their house just in case. I was just like, but luckily I had like 20% by the time that they got there. So I was like, all right, that's fine. Just as long as I don't, go top speed of this car, which is in the 80s. Like, seriously, 88 is the fastest this car goes. So, like, ay caramba. I don't know. So, yeah. So luckily I made it home. But yeah, it was just one other time. We were stuck with 0%, and my mom brought a car, so I dropped my friend using the other car. And yeah, that worked. I'm really glad it worked because I didn't want to be like at the 10 and like have to call AAA. I don't even know how to call AAA. I mean, I guess I would just call AAA and be like, yo, AAA, I need you. Please, AAA. And, that'd be fine. But I don't have the number. My dad signed up for it, so I think my mom maybe too. I'm not really sure. But yeah, no, my dad's definitely signed up. He's used it in the past, like, years. Another thing, he had to use AAA when I was getting my glasses a couple years ago. So that's how I remember it. And speaking of glasses, my prescription is like, I'm sitting in the back of my AP Physics classroom with mi amigos Alok and Caroline, even though they're kind of one row ahead of me and I don't really get to see them. And I sit next to a person that's kind of weird. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. Like, I'm alone. And I'm actually having a little bit of trouble seeing what's written on the board. So I'm probably going to need to get, like, improve my prescription. I wear contacts, by the way, because my nose is getting better, but when I first got, I first needed glasses in 7th grade. I needed glasses actually in 6th grade, because whatever. But when I got glasses in 7th grade, like, the bridge of my nose there was no bridge of my nose. I think it's like an Asian kind of nose, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but like apparently, like East Asians have small bridges or something. I don't know. That's what someone told me. I don't remember who. But it was just like I had no bridge. All I had was a little lump of a nose. Like, my nose was tiny. So like any glasses I put on would like slip down. They wouldn't stay up. So I hated glasses. I had to get contacts because glasses were like just sucked to wear. They just sucked and they were annoying and itchy and So contacts are just better. The problem about contacts, you have to take them out. You have to be kind of diligent. And with glasses, you can be as lazy as hell. Just don't break them. So like I could sleep with my glasses on, but I can't. Well, I can, and I do sleep with my contacts in. But it's apparently, it's not something I'm supposed to do. I have to talk about soylent. I keep remembering that. It's just like I do it though, and it's okay. I mean, I get to change out my contacts. Luckily, what I do is, not luckily what I do, but what I do is I change them on the 1st and the 15th because you're supposed to do every 2 weeks, and 1st and 15th is. It works basically because it's 1st and 15 and then 30. No, 1st, 15, 1st, 15, 1st, 15. It's really nice. So throw my contacts on the 30th and 31st and then put them in on the 1st. And then toss them on the 14th and then put them in on the 15th. It's really nice. A bi-monthly. I think that's what it'll be, a bi-monthly. Whatever. My eyes don't get irritated. My mom's eyes got irritated contacts because she wore them for a while. It's probably because she slept with them, because back then they just told you to keep your contacts in all the time. But it didn't work. She got LASIK. So I'm the only one in my family that wears glasses. Or needs corrective vision. Which is But contacts are really nice for sports, though, because sports goggles. Let me in, you fool! Let me in! Trying to cut me off. I'm sorry. I'm cutting like 4 lanes of traffic because I got distracted by talking. But luckily I made it, so no worries, no crashes, no harm, no foul. No, I guess it's kind of hot in here. So take off all your clothes. There's a lot of lyrics just going through that are just like bathed in my head. Or not bathed. My brain is like bathed in a bunch of song lyrics. So whenever I hear something, it always connects to a lyrics. It's getting hot in here, so take off. I don't really know how that song goes anyway. I mean, that's the only part I know. Yeah. Also, like in the waning of the CD era, and doesn't happen much anymore, but my dad would burn songs onto CDs. So whenever you hear a song, you would always expect, because it would be one song, always one song. There's no shuffle or anything, but it would just be one song after one song, and you would get used to that pattern because we listened to it on the daily. Because I don't know, music is good. So yeah. Try forward, you trainee. I gotta talk about Soylent. So yeah, and so whenever I hear certain songs, I mean they're kind of old songs, and the songs I don't listen to anymore because they're kind of old. But whenever I hear the songs, I'm like, oh, waiting for the next song, but then it doesn't happen, so I'm sad. It's very nostalgic kind of feeling. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's that. I'm tired. I kind of crashed. I was way excited to get into this. I even whooped twice because the first whoop I wasn't recording, so I whooped again. And now I'm like Sam off caffeine pills. I don't take caffeine because I don't know why I don't take caffeine. Like, that would be so helpful for me. Just because I'm, like, tired and I need to focus and caffeine's good. Caffeine's not harmful. And whatever. But, shout out to my friend Tommy also, who's just accidentally drank pot tea. Like, weed tea or whatever. I hope everything's going well. Can't imagine listening to this high. I'm not sure it would be any better at all. Because there's no visuals, it's just audio. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never taken weed. Oh, Sotomayor. Sonia Mayor. For some reason, I was thinking of, Supreme Justice Sonia Sotomayor. I think that's her name. I'm probably wrong. But she's cool. Also made me think of West Wing. There was they were appointing a Supreme Justice, and the guy was like, community college, and he wrote his way out. Sorry, another lyric. Well, it's wrote my way out, but like wrote his way out. And like went to Yale and like seriously like pulled himself up by the bootstraps. He was Mexican and has a really nice mustache. He has a really nice mustache. I don't know, that's when I stopped watching West Wing because I realized I had schoolwork that I needed to do. But West Wing is pretty cool too. Yeah, so Sonia Sotomayor. She's cool, I think. I don't really know her personally. I don't know why I would know her personally, but I think she grew up in Brooklyn. I'm thinking of just like a like a maybe CBS or NBC report on her, because she's like the first Latina or Latino Hispanic on the Supreme Court. So cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Anyways. So yeah, Soylent. I finally talked about Soylent because I can't remember what else I was talking about. And maybe things I wanted to talk about. So Soylent. I may have talked about this already, but like seriously, that stuff just drains the life force out of me. Like, it was good, it was filling and whatever, and it was convenient, but seriously, it was depressing as hell to drink. Like, good God. Oh, I hope I'm not repeating myself. I've said this story many times just because it is depressing as hell. It's like super depressing because it's literally liquid. It's like eating oatmeal every morning. It's just bland and tasteless. Speaking of this morning, so yeah, that's my thing on Soylent. It's just like, it's fine. It's just tasteless and like depressing and just soul sucking. This morning I was kind of late, but I didn't need to be at 0 period this morning, so it was alright. But I was kind of late, so I was like rushing, so I didn't really have anything for breakfast other than some silver dollar things that were going to take too long to microwave. So what I did, I took some bread, took two pieces. If anyone's read the Bone series, I basically made a nothing sandwich. If that's kind of an obscure reference to the Bone series, I really like that. That stuff was good. It's a graphic. Holy moly! There is a fire truck parked in the middle of the intersection. Maybe that's an ambulance. I think that's a fire truck. Anyways, I gotta turn right. The most crazy accident I've ever saw in my life was an overturned car. Like, fortunately, I think there were some fatalities because they police marked it off. They closed down a bit of the street, but there was just a flipped. Like, I don't even know how you flip a car because it's pretty hard to flip a car, like get it on its side, but much less to flip it completely over. The car was completely flipped over, and like there was rubbish. Sorry, I'm slipping in and out of like British dialect. Like, I said torch instead of flashlight, and I said maybe it's because the Siri on my phone I made him have a British accent. Could be the reason. Maybe the reason. Possibly not the reason. No sé. I also keep talking sometimes in Spanish because I need to practice my Spanish. Because I kind of want to get good at Spanish. I kind of have to remember what I was talking about. Soylent, yeah. So what I did this morning, I took 2 pieces of bread. They were actually fresh pieces. Not fresh, but oh, there's an ambulance. Yeah. Oh, that's a 4-car pileup. Well, I mean, it's not a 4-car pileup, but it's like, it looked like a human centipede of cars. A car centipede. I'm not sure how that would work. Could you feed? I don't want to think about it. This human centipede. That gave me chills. Jawaharlal Nehru. Sam knows who that is. And Caroline knows who that is. Jawaharlal Nehru. We had to learn about it. I wish they had freaking World War II last year. That would have been so much easier for me. And probably so much easier for everybody else. Just because, World War II is more... I don't want to say relevant, but, we kind of know. I at least know. Because my dad recorded a lot of, World War II documentaries and watched it, and I was just there kind of watching it. So I know a lot of jazz about it. Also, my grandfather fought in World War II in the... it's kind of weird. He was in the Italian theater, from North Africa into Italy. It's kind of weird because his family... He's Italian. He wasn't born in Italy. Strangely enough, he's the only one in his immediate family. Parents and brother. He was the youngest. All of his brothers. I think he was the youngest. I don't know. His history on my paternal side is kind of weird. He was in the Italian theater, and it's weird because his family was Italian. Immigrated from Italy. I'm not sure when, but yeah. And so he was Italian. I think he spoke Italian. That might be why he was deployed in the Italian theater, because he knew Italian. He died a while ago. He died like 2007, I believe. I'm not sure. I don't really know him that well. That's one of my regrets in life. I wish, because I was kind of afraid of him, because he looked a little bit weird, because he was 95 when he died. I don't know. It's sorry to make it a little not wishy-washy, but like a little melancholy. But I wish I knew him better, just because like he was 95 years of age and I was 7. I was honestly a little bit scared of him, just because like he looked honestly to me he looked weird, because he was just old and he was blind, I think. I'm not sure if he was like completely blind or just like terrible eyes, but he was blind. Yeah, I don't know. Just my biggest regret. One of my biggest regrets in life is just not getting to know him better and whatever. Just everything I know from him is passed down to my dad. But nice to hear, I don't know, maybe a few stories of when he was younger. Yeah. That was well, it wasn't particularly sad, because I didn't know him that well, because I only met him like probably maybe 3 times. I don't know. Anyway, because I don't know, I think he led an interesting life. Just he did a whole lot of things. I can't say what business he opened. It was bought by Hershey, and then it was kind of dismantled, because it was kind of it was a small business, a smallish business. But he was a pasta manufacturer. I can't say the name because because his last name's in the title. But it was featured in Rocky, which is cool for any of my friends who want to see Rocky. I can point out the logo, which is really weird, which is strange. And because I don't know, because he 95 years old when he was born at 95. So I think 90 years from like 2007, or I think 2007 is when he died. I'm not sure. Why can't I do math right now? So he was born in like 1910. He was old. He was an old motherfucker. He was an old. His my grandmother, paternal grandmother, is 18 years younger, which is its own topic on its own. Yeah. So he was born in 1910, 1920. Lived through the Great Depression, World War. He was an Italian immigrant in New York City, early. So, he was in the roaring 20s, kind of grew up the Great Depression. My grandmother also grew up through the Great Depression too, although she was much younger. Clearly 18. And yeah, no, just because he has so much experience and everything. He seemed like, honestly, like a nice guy. Like, he felt how tall I was. He's a big fan of the Yankees, I know that. That's why my dad's a Yankees fan, because he was a big fan of the Yankees. He apparently wear a fedora all the time. I don't know, this is all stuff I've been told. Could probably find out more. Yeah. Because, before he passed. But I was 7, so I don't completely blame myself, because I was scared, because he was a little bit freaky looking, and I don't know. I just hadn't experienced a lot of old people at that time. And I was kind of shy. Maybe that's like my social anxiety or something. I don't know. Regardless. Anyway, so I'm parked in my arrived in my not mine, but my parents' driveway. So what did we learn on the show tonight, Jay? Woo! Well, we learned that for some reason, I just have a lot of connected memories when I'm tired. Maybe just that usual. It's just they all come exposed, like Sonia Sotomayor and West Wing and some lyrics. And I'm trying to remember what I initially talked about. It's kind of hard because I don't really pay attention to what I'm saying. So what did we learn? Well, yeah, we learned that soylent kind of sucks. We learned that, okay, so the bread, I'm talking about the bread. I put a little piece of honey, I put some honey in between it, so it was all right. The bread was freshly baked. Like, yesterday was fresh. This morning was still fresh, so it was really good. So it wasn't all bad. So, so bread, in a pinch, bread and honey can make a fitting breakfast. Not a fulfilling breakfast, but a fitting breakfast. I'm very hungry. I was very hungry when I left the house still. Well, we learned that, Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. And I just like saying the name Jawaharlal Nehru. What else? I honestly can't remember. Oh, we learned that, you gotta pace yourself when you have an electric car, because else, you're gonna, pay for it by, getting stuck in a parking lot. We learned that when you do take those precautions, that things can go a lot better. I was driving very slowly for really long ways. So, yeah, that. And finally, we learned that you should always take advantages of the opportunities because they're probably not going to last long. Because my grandfather, you would be 105 today, probably. All I know is he was 95 when he died in 2007. So, yeah, 105. Yeah, just take advantages of the opportunity, Life is short. I mean, he smokes cigars, apparently. He smokes cigars and lived to 95. He must have some good freaking genes in him. I don't know. So, yeah. So, take advantage of the opportunities. Life is short. I mean, even if it's 95 years, life is still short. Lucky him. So, take advantage of the opportunities, talk to people that are older. I talked to someone, I worked for the LGBT village in West Hollywood, or just Hollywood. I just can't remember what. I think it was just Hollywood. And, just some old people. I was just listening to some old people talk, conversations. His name was Charlie. He was in, I think he was in the Korean War. I'm not sure, but it was cool. Anyway, so yeah, take advantage of the opportunities you give it, and, just go out and be awesome. All right, so see you later. Talk to you later.